So I hate this. I really do. When you look at it in the light, it looks white. It looks exactly what I was hoping for, right? However, when I start turning lights off and use the normal lighting in my room, it's a bluish tone. It's not white. And to give you a better perspective, this is white. This is cool white, as you can see here. It's not this. I almost oversaturated one of the parts, thinking that I may have goofed up, and I wanted to put it right next to this. And sure enough, it's the same tone. I hate that. But at least I caught it. And I was not gonna like say to myself, okay, we're done with that. We gotta remember that this is more of an off-white tone than not a pure white tone. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the cool white that I have here, and I think I have enough. Me saying that may be an understatement, but I'm going to fill it up with thinner. I was hoping to get this thing done. Seriously, I'm getting a little annoyed. I want to do other things. Plus, I want to end this summer of Zaku. We're not done yet. Not by a long shot. I'm going to pour a little bit of this into the reservoir because I want to see how bad or good it will be. Where's my mixing tool? I'm going to try the whitest of whites. Because in reality, I don't mind this color as long as it's in the leading edges. Okay, this one. Okay, now that is starting to look good. Oh yeah. There's a term for this. I forgot what it's called, and I've seen it. Many people do this type of technique, especially with scale aircraft model kits. And hold on, there's going to be another example here. Let me get another part here. I'm going to do this. See, that looks good, but I'm going to test this out. I'm going to turn off the lights. Let me get the other one. Pulling it up to my eyes, it's a lot better. And unfortunately, since this is a little bit too bright, right now it's still wet. It's bright, and putting it right next to the parts that I've painted the day before, since it's dry, I'm hoping that this will look the tech, you know, the look that's supposed to look. Oh man, I was hoping to get this thing done. I mean, I'm gonna get it done. It's not a big deal. Just unfortunately, I got to do this again. That and the fact that I forgot one part to do, and that is the hands. The hands are not even painted yet. I put it in the box because I didn't want to. There were so many parts around, I just put it in the box. I now need to get it out there, and you know what? I didn't turn on the compressor. I'm already down to a little bit of air in there. But that's good. It allows me to control this. Alright, so I have enough cool white to fill in everything here, everything on the other parts. Hopefully I can get this done. And I will get it done, of course. Let me finish it up. I still got to paint these black, which I haven't done yet, especially the chest and the knee and the elbows and the knees. And I got to paint the hands. So let me finish this up, and then we'll do a final review on the table and see what they all look like. All right, this is not the officially undone table right now. This is partly done, but I wanted to show you firsthand all the work that I've done here with the white. Now it's a lot more clearer than before. This one I'm going to mask off and paint the inside. So I'm going to share it with that. This is what it's supposed to look like. This is really nice. I mask this off so I can paint the inside. I'm sorry, the outside. Remove this. That's good. That's very good. So the color structure and the tone of this came out pretty good. A little bit of scarring here because of the sanding, but I think we can actually work with this with a little bit of with a little weathering that will hide some things here. This came out good, except that I have this in here. And if I do that, you know what? There's a few parts that a little bit of a particle is there, and when I click on it to remove it, it shows the undercolor. And at one point I was actually thinking, why didn't I take like the that, how can I say this, you know, like when they put a little hairspray, they spray hairspray on it, and then they take a little salt to put it on the area so it sticks, so then when you paint it and remove it, you can see the underside, to do like this weird little chipping effect. This can be a chipping effect. The difference is, this is not where I want the effect to start. Yet there are a couple here that can work with this. I'm gonna try to see if I can recover it, but I don't know yet 100%. Now this one's painted right. I'm gonna remove the masking tape. I actually did a video of me putting on the masking tape on this, and then after several hours, or not hours, but after me doing this for a long time, I said to myself, no, I'm not doing this. I'll do it. I'll be here forever. Like this video is being in here forever. Right now, I'm just going to remove this. Is easy because this is on the solid part of this. Come on. See, we're starting to see the inside. This one I'm going to remove. And then take that off. Remove. And remove. Come on, get out. Get out. There we go. There we go. Now that looks good. Obviously with the wash and some weathering, it'll look fabulous. Now, I did make a mistake, and I'm going to show you the mistake. Remember me putting the little circle thing here? Well, the height going from up to here there was so high that it was, when I test fitted it putting these on, as a matter of fact, let me show you here. I think it was this one right here. It was jabbing right there. Now I put this part here after I cleaned it. Let me see how this come out. Okay, good. That's fine. Before it was hitting that, and then I was like, oh great, now what? And at one point I was thinking maybe I should sand this off or cut it off, but then I was like, no, I'm gonna remove it, and I'm gonna put this plate here. But right now this plate has been glued on. It needs to be primed and repainted again, so I'm going to repaint it in a few moments. Didn't think about that. It was a great detail that I put on the back of the leg on this area, but now that it didn't look feasible, didn't reach out to that point, I was like, okay. So I got to go back to the table to paint these up. I got to finish up some parts here, and then we're going to do a final review of all the parts. So give me some time for that. Oh boy. Okay, I needed a drink right now. I'm a bit parched, but as you can see here, we're seeing the almost completed build of the 1/48 scale MegaScale Zaku 2, turning it into the White Ogre from the MS Igloo. I have to admit that this is, oh boy, exhausting, annoying, but well, I know that, and I knew this was going to take over a month to build, and the time that I had was very limited for many things. However, we were able to get through a lot of things here that I had difficulties with. The legs was the big one right there. No pun intended. And even though you don't see the seam line, you can see the, something. And I'm hoping that when I do a little bit of weathering, that will, fix this up for me. I didn't detail these yet, which I will do soon. And there's masking here that I need to remove. As a matter of fact, we can do that now. Where did I put? I spent a lot of time removing the masking tape. Oh, I was like wondering where that was. Masking tape off of all these from the video before. But for this one, I'm going to remove that. Okay, that looks good. And then there's this one right here. Good. And then the one on the other side. All right. So for the masking tape that was under this. And that takes care of that. 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 And that. That's good. However, I'm leaving the best part for last. This part right here. Let's remove the head. Actually, let's zoom in a bit. There we go. There we go. And now we just put the head right over it, like that. Bring it down as best as we can. Now, I did a little more detail on certain areas which you kind of don't see. It's actually this one right here. And even though this came out really nice, I had to do this. That came out good. Could have done something there, or maybe up here. And I did fix some of the joint areas, which I showed in the previous mistake that I did. That was painted off. However, there is a polycap that I do remember falling off. I put it someplace, and I have to look for it. I just want to first show this table first, how it looks. I did not do the weapons. And the reason why I did not do the weapons is because that's going to be another couple of episodes, and I'm going to like pretty much show that this is the second to last episode, because the next episode will be me putting this kit together so you guys can see it and put it on display, for you guys to see. We'll talk about the guns and the weaponry later on. There are other details, the seam line, the areas where I need to do some panel lining and weathering, and I'm going to leave that as a separate case when I get to the point when I finish building up the weaponry in a few months, then doing the heavier weathering. I just want to like get it together, make sure I cover everything looks good before I do hand painting on areas like the thrusters here on the legs, which I put a lot of work into that. The backpack thrusters, which is over there, got to take care of that. I don't know what else that will present itself, but I will eventually will. But this is not bad. This came out pretty good to the way I want it. These parts which I cut for the feet, I will glue them on. Don't have to worry about taking them apart. But of course, the one last thing that I got to do, and I put it to the side, was the battery pack, which I removed. I got to solder the wiring inside the body, take it apart, solder it, close it together, make sure. And obviously, once I close it, that head is now stuck in there forever. I won't be able to pop it out. The only difference is that the wiring will be snaking from behind the backpack, so I can then replace the battery whenever I feel like it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. What do you guys think? Is it okay? Is it not bad? I posted a video on, I'm sorry, a photograph on Instagram and X. I was thinking of doing a short in a few moments, and I'll post it on YouTube. Maybe I'll do it. I don't know. But by the time I finish talking, I may do it already, and you guys are saying, "Oh, you already posted it already." Well, sooner or later, I'll probably end up doing that. White Ochre is almost done, so let me finish up the little minor things. I'll reposition the camera, and we'll begin final assembly.